Cara aku mengalahkannya adalah cara yang harus dilakukan setiap petarung. Habisi dia, jatuhkan dia.
Bagi yang menganggap Evander kecil dan lemah, ingat, dia pernah menjatuhkan Mike Tyson, Ray Mercer, dan Riddick Bowe. Itulah keunggulan terbesarnya malam ini.
Las Vegas, Oktober 2003. Mandalay Bay. Penonton bergemuruh. Seorang legenda hidup melangkah menuju ring. Evander Holyfield, juara dunia kelas berat 4 kali, pria yang menghentikan Mike Tyson 2 kali. Arena menyambutnya bagai dewa, tapi dewa pun bisa menua. Namun malam itu, menghadang sang legenda adalah seekor binatang berpengalaman, si pembunuh dari Detroit, yang merangsek masuk ke divisi kelas berat dan bersumpah untuk mengakhiri segalanya. James. Lights out. Tony.
Siapa lawan terberat yang pernah kamu hadapi?
Petinju terbaik jelas sekali James Toney.
Pada tahun 2003, orang-orang membicarakan pria ini dengan senyum meremehkan dan mereka salah karena di tangannya tersimpan sesuatu yang tak dimiliki petarung lain di divisinya. Pertahanan yang telah diasah menjadi sebuah seni dan pukulan yang bisa memadamkan kesadaran di kelas manapun.
Kamu pikir bisa mengalahkan Tyson di masa jayanya?
Siapa?
Kamus.
Mudah.
Di level profesional, Tony menempuh jalan yang jarang berani dilalui orang lain. Kelas menengah, super menengah, semi berat, cruiserweight, 5 kelas berat. Juara di setiap satunya. Sebagian besar publikasi menganggapnya sebagai petarung terbaik di planet ini, tanpa memandang kelas. Pound for pound, nomor 1. Satu-satunya musuh yang tak pernah bisa dikalahkan Tony adalah tubuhnya sendiri. Di antara pertarungan, beratnya melonjak hingga lebih dari 90 kg. Ia turunkan dan melangkah keluar sebagai juara lagi. Dan di tengah semua itu, ia tidak pernah bersembunyi di balik jadwal dan negosiasi. Ia bertarung terus-menerus, penuh nafsu, tanpa menolak siapapun.
Mengapa kamu terus bertarung dan tetap sibuk, sementara kebanyakan juara lain istirahat 2 atau 3 bulan?
Ya, tidak seperti kebanyakan juara lain. Kita punya waktu untuk istirahat sebentar. Tapi seperti yang kubilang, aku suka bertarung dan tetap aktif. Aku lawan siapa saja yang datang. Tidak ada yang kutolak. Jadi aku terus mengasah diri sampai pertarungan besar tiba melawan Nigel Benn atau siapapun.
Berbulan-bulan sebelum laga Holyfield, Tony melakukan hal mengejutkan, naik kelas ke cruiserweight dan menghancurkan juara IBF tak terkalahkan, Vasily the Tiger Jirov. Tepat setelah itu, Tony membuat pengumuman. Ia akan naik ke kelas berat, di mana tak seorang pun mengira, di mana Evander Holyfield berkuasa.
Aku tidak akan berlari-lari di ring, tidak akan goyang-goyang, aku akan melakukannya seperti itu.
Aku belum pernah melawan orang yang tidak mau bergerak, yang tidak bisa di knock out. Jadi ini menarik bagiku untuk berpikir aku akan knock out orang ini karena dia tidak akan bergerak.
The only heavyweight in history to win a world title 4 separate occasions, known worldwide for his extraordinary warrior spirit, incredible heart and fearlessness.
4 Oktober 2003, Las Vegas, Mandalay Bay. Tidak ada gelar yang dipertaruhkan, tapi taruhannya luar biasa besar. Holyfield, juara dunia kelas berat 4 kali, masuk 5 besar peringkat WBC dan IBF. Para bandar memasang odds 8 berbanding 5 untuknya. Para ahli menganggap Tony tidak punya peluang sama sekali. Petarung kelas menengah yang dianggap kecil, melawan legenda hidup divisi kelas berat. Tapi di balik tampilan percaya diri Holyfield, tersembunyi kekhawatiran yang sangat nyata. Operasi pada bahu kirinya membuat senjata terpentingnya diragukan. Hook kiri. Tanpanya, seluruh strateginya runtuh. Dan Tony tahu itu.
Good luck. Help him on the edge. He's been saying all along will be the difference in this fight. He wants to,
and he must use the jab. Part of the problem with that,
that is his best punch.
It is, and
Ronde pertama, Holyfield mengejutkan semua orang. Tajam, agresif, hook kirinya efektif. Dia memenangkan ronde itu dan bahkan mendarat pukulan setelah bell, Tony membalas. Arena pun meledak. Seolah sang legenda siap membuktikan dia masih bisa bersaing.
Tony is a very good.
As he discovered already,
And there it is. Holyfield knows what to do, and he's doing it here in this round.
on the inside, a very effective down a couple of times. The last
He
time
was very busy and very aggressive in their last fight through many arm punches.
you wonder if he's ever felt the power of an Evander Holyfield of using clubhouse tactics. That's a heavy right hand shots defensively by Tony. A very good first round for the legendary Holyfield, who just made Tony buckle with a body shot just before the bell.
Ronde kedua, Tony mulai menemukan ritmenya. Jab tajam, hook keras, penuh keyakinan di setiap gerakan. Pertahanannya sempurna, pukulan Holyfield menguap begitu saja. Tak menyentuh apapun.
Rhythm here, starting to throw that left. Misses with the right. He is not fighting in spurts. He's not just trying to...
One of the weapons he's using yet is the jab. Tony's jab.
There's a beautiful jab stuffed in. Beautiful jab stuffed in there by Holyfield.
James Toney wants this fight in the center of the ring. You can see he is trying to punch like he normally does and was hit with big hooks to the body.
To throw as Tony gets ready.
Tony being more aggressive though here in the second round. Starting
cutesy now. That's his style. That tricky sidestepping, slipping, the shifting.
But at least in round two, Tony has found a home for the jab, an occasional hook, an occasional right hand, and maybe doing enough to steal this round.
Holding to the inside with a left hook uppercut.
Babak ketiga, Holyfield menghantamnya dengan tangan kanan yang keras. Seluruh arena menahan napas.
Okay. After the shoulder surgery. It's effective.
Bisakah Tony menerima pukulan keras kelas berat yang sesungguhnya? Bisa. Dia mengelak, menyerap pukulan itu, dan terus menjalankan rencananya. Lalu dia melakukan sesuatu yang tidak berani dilakukan orang lain. Di tengah ronde, dia berbalik dan berteriak kepada seseorang di sudut ring. Provokasi, perang psikologis, senjata favoritnya.
Actually landing a few of his own, including that beautiful left.
Is concerned. Mike Tyson, John Ruiz. I seen Rockbond could tell you about it. Left-right combination upstairs did have full impact. Holyfield about the heads jumping right on that issue. Of course, a lot of fighters complaining that Holyfield is dirty. Others say it's just inside. Tony acknowledging something to Holyfield. You're not hurting me.
A confident James Toney.
Ronde keempat, segalanya berubah. Tony menemukan Holyfield dengan pukulan kanan tepat ke kepala, menjepit ke tali, dan melepas segalanya. Holyfield sempoyongan. Untuk pertama kalinya malam ini, sang legenda tampak benar-benar terguncang.
Holyfield is doing what he did against Bird, coming inside and smothering his punches. Could that mean the left shoulder's bothering him again?
You're right. And when you're almost 41 years old, those problems can crop up in a second.
The defense of Tony right now is excellent, though.
Crisp left hooks. 3 in a shots by James Toney during that sequence.
You can't push him around with your head.
With the head. That left hook.
Ronde 5, 6, 7. Tony membongkar Holyfield secara sistematis. Kombinasi pukulan, jab, overhand kanan. Tangan kiri Holyfield semakin turun, bahunya mulai mengkhianatinya. Dan Tony memanfaatkannya, pukulan kanan mendarat. Lagi dan lagi.
Big shot by Tony. Another one first round.
Watch your head, Evander.
Press row scoring. It's all
This round.
I'm of the belief Tony is slightly ahead. Hook with a hooker. Not affecting Tony's quickness.
Holyfield, when he's on the inside here, should be taking that step to the left and making it work. Instead, it's Tony.
Is not.
Shows that he's in control of this fight. That is it right now. But the problem is he's getting hit, and his hand speed isn't up to the task right
first. And Holyfield doing a lot of counters. A superb counter puncher.
Now he moves to the left.
Body shot by Tony. And you saw it.
Let's remember, he's just short of his 41st birthday.
And athletes, particularly fighters, can get old. They turn old in one. I can only assume to the judge who is smiling.
You know, after a textbook fight, and since then it has been all James Toney.
Just in case you didn't see it.
You know what, through the commentary? Wow, he is just... Don't be deceived by the fact that I've got big arms.
Well, at this point, that is true. It is very easy to...
I don't know. Is it because whatever the reason, he is not fighting... I've been on broadcast 15 or 20 times.
Hands to Holyfield's body. Has to be wearing holds, but he swings wildly, Holyfield, and misses. Perhaps out of frustration, going back to the...
Memasuki ronde ke-7 menyakitkan untuk ditonton. Holyfield tidak terjatuh. Dagunya yang legendaris menyerap segalanya. Tapi ronde demi ronde ia terus kalah, tak menemukan jawaban atas pertanyaan yang diajukan pria gemuk kecil dari Detroit ini.
Run it back to his
Microcosm. Holyfield landed, which Tony slipped. That is what he's facing.
Let go, hold.
Here's your press rope.
Came with the left hook, which was blocked. Came with another left hook, which Tony.
The judges along press rope. Tired.
He is fighting in
The smaller James Toney.
but and we don't know at this juncture if he can. Not enough punches coming from Evander Holyfield.
Champion once again. You have to wonder about that after this performance tonight.
Ronde ke-8, pelatih Don Turner mendekat ke Holyfield dan berkata dengan tegas, "Kalau kamu terus kena pukulan tangan kanan itu, aku akan menghentikan pertandingan ini." Holyfield mengangguk, tapi api di matanya sudah padam.
Ezra Charles and a fighter who he really fears, Rocky Marciano. Evander Holyfield's not a bad heavyweight puncher. He's knocked some.
He's going to take a freight train to hit him.
Well, we'll
I'm here,
see.
guys.
Based upon this performance, he made a huge impact. And we say that because that leads us now
Now
to
be careful, sticking out his left arm.
He's getting
James.
takes some pretty good heavyweight punches. It may well. One thing you don't lose even with your age usually is the power you do. Since 1997, Tony hasn't performed well.
There's a little trickle of blood from the... As Tony continues to press forward, Holyfield triumphs with a couple of soft left hands. And no effect on Tony.
Ronde 9, Tony menutup pertandingan. Serangkaian kait kiri ke tubuh dan Holyfield terjatuh ke kanvas.
Hit by these right hands, which he just got hit by again. There it is again. I'm going to stop her there. He didn't really respond. Did you hear him say anything?
No, he kind of shook his head out. He said something about "I'll do it," but
You feel, he's trying.
he's hitting him with the first time you saw him hold on. This fight could be moments.
Never
Hold on. This fight could be moments, or at least a minute or two away from ending. Yes.
We may be seeing the end of an era. It's going to be ruled a knockdown.
5, okay? 6, are you all right? 7.
Dia bangkit sebelum hitungan 8, tapi Don Turner sudah melempar handuk. Sudut yang terlalu menyayangi petarungnya untuk membiarkannya lanjut. Tony menepati janjinya dan tercatat dalam sejarah sebagai pria kedua yang menghentikan Evander Holyfield.
Tidak, engkau tidak pernah menyakitiku, bro. Aku tidak bisa dihancurkan. Jangan lupakan itu. Kalau aku sudah siap, aku tak terkalahkan. Aku siap lawan siapa saja, di mana saja, kapan saja, siapa berikutnya.
Tony tidak lupa menghormati sang legenda.
Evander Holyfield, petarung hebat. Aku ngefans dia dari kecil, tapi aku harus lakukan apa yang harus aku lakukan. Itulah tugasku. Detroit.
Sementara Holyfield, ia tidak mencari alasan.
Semuanya jauh lebih cepat, dan di saat-saat aku berhasil menempatkannya pada posisi yang tepat untuk menyerangnya, gerakannya terlalu gesit, terlalu cepat bagiku.
Dan dia tidak berbohong. Holyfield kembali lagi dan lagi. Satu-satunya cara yang ia tahu. Namun di depannya menanti sebuah pertarungan yang dianggap sebagai salah satu keputusan paling tidak adil dalam sejarah tinju, melawan raksasa 2 meter dengan berat